Hi there. In today's video, I thought I'd just talk a little bit about, I don't know, I'm kind of reviewing and reflecting on my YouTube journey, I guess. And I know this video won't be for everyone, but there are some of you who are faithful followers and watch the videos and comment and have said just such wonderful things and such an encouragement to me. And I want to thank you straight up. It's like, wow, I make these videos I think to encourage you, but then you are encouraging me by your kindness, by your warmth, by your humor, by your acceptance of me and all my flaws and all the good, the bad, and the ugly videos that I have made during the course of this. Now, I'm going to reflect back 2 years ago, not quite 2 years ago. I had decided I was going to make a video a week for a year, just because I was in a creative rut, and I just felt like if I share what I'm doing, it might encourage someone else. Well, I had no idea, like, oh, you do that, and there's this wonderful group of people out there who will take inspiration and will bravely seek to be more creative, and then will encourage me as well. Because what it did is it forces me to also, like, I got to keep creating because I got to make these videos and I'm going to encourage other people to be creative. And so 2 years ago when I started I thought I was going to do it for 1 year. And then 1 year has now turned into 2. I'm doing this prior to the end of the year because I just kind of wanted to, actually, because I'm hoping to get some feedback for those of you who actually make it through this entire video. And you guys know I can be a little chatty, and so my videos can have a tendency to kind of drag on. So if you don't like my chit chat, you probably turn off and or put me on fast forward or whatever. So anyway, it's been awesome. So this last year, by the end of 2024, I will have made over 75 videos this year, because in April, some of you may have been a part of that. I did, and they're still here. You can scroll below and there's all the videos. I did 30 days of creativity. So I did a video a day for 30 days. So that was a lot. But what I have discovered as I end the second year of doing a video a week, that it's probably not sustainable moving forward. One, there is, at times it's like, oh my gosh, I don't have any more ideas. Or the other element is, hey, I'll just turn the video on while I'm working in my art journal. But there is a difference when you turn the camera on than when you're just creating for yourself, not for anybody else. One, I wouldn't normally be talking. And I know there are people who do voiceovers and things like that, but I have just found that it's easier to kind of talk about what I'm doing while I'm doing it. I know that sounded counterintuitive from what I just was saying, but then to go back and to kind of talk over the top of the video. So, but I guess because I haven't done that, it just feels like I would be trying to second guess what I was doing and what I was thinking versus actually describing it as I'm going. But it is tricky to do that, to make art and talk at the same time. But it does get you kind of out of your head, and you do kind of like, oh, hey, look what happened. So, so I'm reflecting on the pace of making a video, editing a video, and putting it out every week. And sometimes I can get a little bit ahead, so that gives me a buffer, like if I go on vacation or if I have a busy week helping with my grandkids or some other kind of volunteer work that I'm doing, or my other side business that I have. So that is doable, but I kind of feel like as I'm entering the end of this year, it's like, wow, I don't know if I can keep that pace up. And I have seen other videos from other, not just artists, but different people who are saying like, yeah, it's a lot. And often the video doesn't really get much traction, or it's not seen. And really, I think ultimately for me, I don't want to get hung up in who's watching it and how many people are watching it, right? So I found myself a few months ago feeling that way. It's like, oh, make these videos, but nobody watches, nobody cares. And it's like pity party. And it's like, that's not why I'm making these videos, is to feel sorry for myself, or to wish that I had the following that other people have, the subscribers or the watch hours, or they're making, money and I'm not, and whatever. That's not why I did this. So the minute that gets in my mind, and then my mindset is about what I'm getting back, then I know I have a problem. So a few months ago, I was like, I got to really rethink this, because I don't want I don't want the videos that I'm making to be inauthentic or to be just like, oh, I'm checking this off a list, doing it, you know, how much can I do in a short amount of time just because I feel like this is what I have to do. No one's telling me I have to do this. This is my own free will. And I love making the videos, and I love connecting with all of you who watch the videos and who make such wonderful comments. But I have to kind of watch my own mindset that the minute you start looking sideways or up to other people and other YouTube channels, it's real easy to get caught up in and be discontent with what you have, instead of just like, this is awesome, I get to do this and share this, and that's where I want my joy to come from, is in sharing, not in like making some money off of a video I'm making, right? So anyway, I've had to really kind of keep myself in check. So one of the things I'm going to do in order to kind of keep fresh, keep the joy, keep the creativity authentic, is starting in 2025, I'm going to move to doing a video every other week or twice a month, depending on how that lands. I'll probably stick to Mondays for now. That just seems like a good day to kind of post the video and have that out there, and then you have all weekend, whatever, to do it. But a while ago, I did do a survey on like, is that a good day to post? I'm open to posting the videos on a different day if people are if that would work better. I'm totally open for that. So anyway, so in 2025, I'm going to move to doing less videos, a couple a month. And then one of the other things I wanted to talk about is, and I really value your input, is I've been doing the exact same format video since I started. Now, when I say that I've been doing videos for 2 years, basically the last 2 years, 23 and 24, are when I kind of got back into videos, and I did them like I was doing the weekly video. 4 years before that, I had done some videos, and I'd done a one-off video here and there for a number of years. So if you scroll all the way back, I have some really old videos. So I was doing a few, but nothing like I'm doing now, and nothing to the degree that I'm doing now. So I use the 2-year benchmark as when I actually really started doing it and making a commitment to making videos. So I have been, and even back then I was kind of doing this same format where I kind of talk about it and then I show you what I'm making. So my question is, should I change it up? Do you guys have any thoughts on that? And I'm not sure I can. I'm not really sure what I'm capable of in terms of like, different edits or different strategies or different things, but I am really open because I really want to walk into 2025 with a new mindset and with some new ideas, because I feel like I kind of have gotten in a rut, and I feel like that probably, it's like, oh, that again, that again. I don't want my videos to be that way, so I want them to be fresh and new and creative. So what I would like is if you have any input on like, oh, what are some other things that you would like to see? Or, oh, I have found, or keep it the same. That's perfectly fine too, because that's obviously easy for me, because I can come in and describe what's going to happen and then demonstrate whatever it is that I'm doing, or if I'm just working on something, I can show you that. But if there's some other aspects that I've missed that you would like to see, or I know I haven't done a lot of paintings where I'm working large, and I point over there because I have a big wall that I work on for large paintings. I haven't done a lot of that. I haven't shown a lot of, just like what I'm doing during the week in terms of my art, because some weeks are more or less than others. So I guess, I'd just be curious if it's kind of like, oh yeah, the same is fine in terms of the format, or no, we'd mix it up. That'd be awesome. It would be helpful to me to know moving forward, particularly as we move into 2025. So another thing I wanted to mention is down below here, I always list like my website and my newsletter, and some of you have signed up for my newsletter, and that's awesome. But what I wanted to say is, if you do sign up for it, pretty much if I'm having a sale on my website, or if I'm doing different things, I will, it's not, on my website, there is a blog, and you can read what I post each month. I kind of talk about the things that have been inspiring me, or have been really, that have brought me joy that month. And then in the newsletter portion of it that connects to the blog post, sometimes there'll be a code for a discount on my art or on whatever I have listed on my website. so there'll just be little snippets of maybe more personal things that I share there. Not a lot, but then it will be on my blog. But on my blog, I also a lot of the stuff is personal as well. Not all of it is art related. So if you're interested in that, you can click the link below and you can sign up for the newsletter if you're interested in any of that. I have never really mentioned, I don't really talk about that. And I have really kind of not had a big presence on Instagram, which I used to love. And for some reason, I guess, because for years I was super invested in Instagram, and then I just felt like it let me down. But again, it shouldn't be about what I'm getting. It should be about sharing and what I'm giving. And so I think a mindset check is always in order and is something good to consider. So I am thinking, moving into 2025, I want to be more engaged on Instagram. So that is also a place where there can be more dialogue as well, and not just on a weekly or bi-weekly, but it's a little more instantaneous. So anyway, I don't know, let me know too if you're on Instagram and if that is something that you could see that would be valuable and helpful. Anyway, my goal is, again, to start posting there and just sharing kind of little tidbits of what I'm working on, versus I kind of got all consumed with YouTube and didn't really take the time to do both. Again, it's not something, it's a very, very, it's not really, it's a very, very small, if you want to call it a business, because there is not much of a financial piece to it. So it is just something that you have to do for the love of doing it, and the love of sharing. And with art, I think it is. It's like, I love this and I want to share it with you, and I want you I want this for you as well. So I'm seeking to bring back my joy, I guess is what I'm saying. And by reflecting and reviewing all the things that are good and positive, and also moving into 2025, it's like, how and what should I do different? Should I do anything different? My son says I should add another camera and do the different angles and things like that. And I'm not opposed to that, because I feel like even at my age, I'm 62, that it's good to keep learning and growing. And if that means adding in another camera angle, then I think that's awesome. So I think to keep learning and changing and evaluating, I think is really helpful, because it's easy to stay stuck in a groove and just keep doing the same thing over and over again. So anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you for watching, and I just want to enter into 2025 with wholehearted, lots of inspiration, lots of creativity, lots of joy. And I want to wish all of you the best as we move into the holiday season and into the new year. So anyway, thanks so much for those of you who watched all the way to the end and who say such kind things. I just appreciate each and every one of you. So thanks so much, and I will see you next time.